Hey divas, welcome or welcome back. It's your girl Keisha. If you're new here on this channel, we talk about savings challenges, sinking funds, budgeting, every and all things money. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I definitely hope you decide to subscribe. So today, ladies, we are going to set up our monthly budget for February. If that sounds like something you want to see, then stay right here. All right, divas, well, we are still focused on our 90-day goals. We have not met them yet. That's why they're for 90 days. We had an awesome January. If you haven't seen the video of me closing out January and doing my sinking funds and saving tracker update, I would link that down below. All right, thieves, when I'm working on my planner, I like to go to my planner, my regular monthly spread, just to see what I have planned, so that way I can account for it in my budgeting. Okay, so I think I'm done with my monthly spread. Again, just to make budgeting fun, like budgeting doesn't have to be boring. I say that all the time. Like, you can use stickers or colors, like whatever brings you joy and will encourage you or inspire you to pick up this book. That's what I want you to do. So again, what I use this spread for is just to show me or highlight the days where I'm going to spend money on, okay? You can use this for your bills. I have a lot of bills like at the first couple of days of the month. So if I were to use this for my bills, it'll be very top heavy. It'd be like lopsided, like 10 bills on the first, you know what I mean? So the first area I'm planning on spending money is I'm going to brunch breakfast with some girlfriends. So that'll be on the 9th. The 11th is my daughter's dance, like father-daughter dance. Also, my niece's birthday is on the 11th. Valentine's Day, probably gonna take the family out to dinner. So once I confirm that, I'll just come back and fill that in, but at least my eyes will be drawn to the 14th when I'm gonna spend money on that day. Then my kids are on a winter break for a few days, so we're gonna take a little like 2-day overnight staycation. They love staying in the hotels, jumping on the beds and doing all the things they can't do at home. So I'll take them away for about 2 days. And then after that, they're still home for the entire weekend. So this will give me like a cue that maybe my grocery bill is gonna go up. Maybe I'm gonna have to have more money for fun activities during that week. So that's why it's important for me to list the times when they're out of school. This right here is like the boys' Valentine's Day event. So the girls are the 11th and then the boys is on the 25th. And those are like the major things I have going on for the month. So February should be like a low-key, quiet month for me, which is great. Let's move on to the next step. So I'm also gonna slap a few stickers on here as well. Again, I have them, so I'm gonna use it. One of my challenges to myself this month is not to buy any more like sticker books, these kind of stuff. I have a ton of them and I really just need to use them. So that's what I'm focusing on, using them anywhere possible. So you guys will be seeing stickers throughout my budget and planner. So what I do on this page is I write down my projected income for the month and any major events I plan on spending money on. So first thing first, let me just go ahead and take a stab out my projected income. And for me, again, which is why I love this book, I can just go back and reference January's income and use that as a baseline. So I'm just gonna just pretty much copy these numbers over to February. So for February, I don't plan on using any sinking funds, so I will not be including that in my income. Last month, I had to use my HOA money because my HOA dues were due. But for this month, I don't have any major expenses coming up. So rollover Rollover, I'm gonna use the number right here that I closed out the month of January with, 2585. Now that number may not be exact, but that's why I have the actual column. So when the money actually comes in and February hits, I'm filming this a day before February actually hits. So I will know exactly, you know, what I'm gonna be rolling over, okay? And other income, okay, my goal is to bring an additional, I'll say 3,000. Let's go ahead and add this up and see what our budget is looking like for the month of February. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna say 4,000. I just need to push myself a little harder to get to that goal. Okay, so my projected income for February will be $20,245. That's if I can make my other income and if my rollover is accurate, okay? So these are all varies, they're variables. This top half is like my guaranteed income, my W-2 income, and the other half is what I can control, okay? Events, major events this month, again, the only thing, oh girl, I'm lying. I do have sinking funds, Valentine's Day. And right now I have, let's see how much I have in my Valentine's Day sinking fund. All I have to do is flip over to the front. Valentine's Day, so far I have $100 in there. So I am going to add that as well. So that just changes this from a 2 to a 3. Okay, so my major events, of course, is Valentine's Day. So even though I have 100 in the sinking fund, I plan on spending more. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna spend more than that. So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna budget $300 for that. I do have a sinking fund, not all of it, but I do have a sinking fund for that. What else do I have going on this month? Nothing, oh, okay. So mini vacay or mini family trip. That's only 2 days long, okay? And driving, eating, hanging out, I'm gonna say that'll be $300 as well. Okay, like I said, it's a staycation. It's not nothing crazy, but at least that'll be that. I have my niece's birthday, and my daughter has an outfit for the dance. So I would just say birthday. I think she's the only one I have a birthday for. And I'm just gonna budget $50. But I'm gonna do 75 because these kiddos, they always come home with a birthday invitation last minute, girl. So, and then we just $75. Oh, and one other thing I'm probably gonna just be mindful of, my twins' birthday is coming up. They're probably gonna have their birthday party in March. So I want to book their birthday place, and I'm sure they're going to require a deposit. So I'm just gonna budget $200 for that. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know how much the deposit's gonna be. So we'll go from there. Next, we'll go to our monthly financial goals. So with my financial goals, again, I'm just gonna go revisit my 90-day goals. So I'm almost done with this Visa. So I wanna pay off this Visa and I wanna pay off Home Depot. Those are the two smallest things I can tackle, okay? So I'm just gonna put pay off Visa. Okay, so my monthly goals for this month is to pay off my Visa. I shouldn't owe that much left on it. And I wanna pay off my Home Depot card. And then the last thing I wanna do is I wanna continue my January goals. So I did not complete my January goals. I needed to start my credit repair, which I said I wanted to do. I wanted to pay up a little bit more in debt, and I wanted to, well, I didn't make an additional $1,000. So I wanna just continue those January goals. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. The next part of this is saying, how am I going to accomplish it? So again, it's more than just writing down your goals. You're also gonna write down how you're gonna get your goals done. So I need to write down some steps on how I'm going to achieve each of these goals. Okay, so how am I gonna pay off my Visa? I'm just gonna make weekly additional payments. I need to find out what my balance is for this one. And at Home Depot, I'm gonna use my rollover. If you're new here, when I have rollover for my cash envelopes, I put half towards my savings challenges and half towards debt. So for the Home Depot, I'm gonna use my rollover to pay that off. And I'm going to make a $100 weekly payment. I'm just going to add that into my budget. So with the rollover and adding $100 into my weekly budget, I will be able to knock this out in the month of February. And then to continue my January goals, I need to really write down the steps I need to take to complete my January goals and then tackle one step per day. So let's move on to my monthly budget. Monthly budget is just a quick overview of everything I expect my money to go towards in the month of February. I still do my weekly budget by paycheck, but I like the monthly snapshot because it'll let me know right off the bat if my income is going to support everything that I want to do. And if not, then I can alter the numbers. And when those particular weeks come about, I will know that I have to adjust my expenses, mainly my variable expenses, because my fixed expenses like my mortgage, electricity, all that other stuff cannot be changed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill this out off camera, and then I'll come back and kind of walk you guys through on what I expect to be spending money on in the month of February. Okay, divas, I am back. I filled out my monthly budget, but in doing so, I did have an error in my closeout of my January budget. So I just want to go back there real quick and make the correction with you guys. So for my sinking funds, I said I only saved $10.40, okay? What I didn't include is my vacation binder that I started. Hopefully you've seen me do, I just been doing shorts with that, doing the cash stuffing for that, but I didn't include it, but I should because it is a savings. So I did go back and add it to my sinking fund savings tracker. So I saved $542, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. So right now I have 1040 plus 542. So in actuality, I did save 1582. Okay, that makes this bottom number 2877. Okay, and the reason why this is important because it reassures my rollover. Okay, so for savings and investing, I actually saved 2877, which means now 2585 minus 542, 20, 40. Okay, so now my new rollover or my projected rollover, okay, instead of 2585, 2043. Okay, so that also changes my total. So 2345 minus 542. So 19803. Okay. So again, these are projected, so I will write the accurate number when that actually when February actually hits. Like I said, I'm doing this a day before February hits, so just making sure nothing comes through tonight. So all of that is important because I've added everything up here. So for us to get our total, I wanted to get my projected income as accurate as possible. So I'm just gonna write this in over here, and then I'll just go over everything with you guys. All right, so here in housing, I'm projecting to spend $3,496. That's my mortgage, electricity. Last month, someone questioned my electricity bill for being so low. I'm gonna go ahead and put my bill up here so you guys can see. I'm pretty low with electricity in the winter. It's just the gas. As you can see, the next line, my gas is extremely high. So obviously in the summer, I have the inverse of the two. So I don't know why that was a surprise to someone, but I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Next, I have my trash at $28 a month. This is going to be going up in March. and my water bill is extremely high at $293. I take a bath every night. That's something I'm not willing to sacrifice. So I just know that my water bill is always going to be extremely high. Maintenance, I wanted to rent a carpet cleaner last year. It's a new year, kind of wanted to freshen up the rugs and the furniture, but we didn't get a chance to do that. So I'm just gonna do that this month, hopefully. So that takes me to $34.96. Groceries, I'm bringing a $6.50, eating out $160, about $40 a week. The groceries is $6.50. I think we should be good around that. Transportation, I put everything as it relates to my car in one category. So my car note, gas, maintenance, we need to get an oil change, car wash, car insurance, everything. So that takes me to $13.75. My debt is a really heavy block. As I mentioned earlier when I was doing my goals, I really want to knock out some of these bills. So I put the full outstanding amount due. So that's why this overall total is a little high at $2,400. My insurances are going to be up to $484. That includes my pet insurance, which is going to be kicking in next month. Savings, challenges, sinking funds, my Roth, etc. should be about $2,400. I'm not doing additional investing right now that I can think of. My kiddos, clothing, probably $100. You see, with my kids, let me know if you're like me. If I see something for $2, $5, $3, like, I'm going to get it, you know? And I don't even buy like winter and fall stuff. I'm always buying for the future season because those are the things that are typically on sale. Like I bought my daughter a whole cute short pants set yesterday or the other day. It was $5. Like, I'm not gonna leave those sorts of steals and deals. So I don't ever wanna put zero here. I wanna be realistic because if I see it, I'm going to buy it. So it's better that I budget for it. Kids activities is a little high this month. My son has a tutor, which is $50 a week. So that's $200 a month. That's standard. But like I mentioned, they have the Valentine's Day dance. The boys have something. And because I'm a room mom, I'm gonna do something for the kiddos in the class that I'm the room mom for. So I just wanted to make sure I had money budgeted for that. Okay, over here in clothing for myself, again, last month I really crushed it, not in a good way. So I'm the same way like the kids. If I see something I want it, but I need to just really stick to the budget, okay? Beauty, hair and stuff. I was supposed to get my hair braided last month, but I didn't, but I am gonna for sure get it done this month. Toiletries, soap, things like that if we need anything. Wellness, this is our gym membership. And I'm going to do like a cleanse this month, so that is included in there. And then now we have a dental bill because my husband's getting Invisaligns, okay? So that takes me to $165. Next, for like our fun section, I have some events planned with my girlfriends this month, so I'm gonna go ahead and budget $100. Date night, this is really for the family. I wanna be specific, a family date night, which is Valentine's Day. Okay, I'm gonna budget $300, but I'm also going to include, I always try to get my kiddos gifts for Valentine's Day, so I'm including that in there as well. Why do I have this twice? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Girl, you know why? Because I don't have no correction tape. Isn't that crazy? So I'm here lining things out. Very archaic for me. So when I get correction tape, when I go back outside, I will have to come back. So this is actually our little mini trip. I mentioned that they're on a little winter break. So $300 for that. The Valentine's Day is what I'm gonna spend for dinner and gifts for the kiddos. I need to pay my sorority dues this month, but should be around $500, might be a little bit more than that. I talked to you about my niece's birthday and any other birthday that might pop up. My kids may have a birthday party to go to. So that takes me to $1,275. For subscriptions, these are my top subscriptions, but I have some other small little ones in there like Hulu, $199, Disney Plus, $199. I think I got those like on specials. So I just kind of bundled that all up in there. So that takes $142. Miscellaneous, girl, this is crazy. Yes, I have girl, I didn't even do this math right. Girl, this math is so wrong. This is, this way you have to check your work. I have an enormous cell phone bill. When I actually pay this bill, I would tell you guys a story about it. But it all stems from when I went to Europe, okay? So I'm just budgeting $1,000 for that bill. It's probably gonna be more than that, but I'm gonna budget $1,000 for that. So that and my basement I didn't really get to work on it in January, but we are going to be working on it this month. So I want to have $1,000 for that. Miscellaneous, I give myself $10 to $15 a week in my cash wallet for that. Household items, detergent, and I have small mini projects that I'm doing. Like I'm hanging up a barn door, so I need to buy like the hinges and doorknobs. So all those little nuances I put under household. So this takes me to $2,500. And then this last section is my business. So I do put the internet, if I can spell internet, any IT stuff I put under my business. We have a second house that's vacant right now, but we need to work on it to get a renter, so we pay the mortgage on that, and any other stuff. So it's $795. And one of these I had to correct, right? So let me just go ahead and add this up and see where we are. Okay, so my expenses for this month comes to $17,377. Let's go ahead and just subtract that from our projected income. That leaves us with $2,426 remaining for the month, which will be awesome if I can actually achieve those goals. I will achieve those goals two ways. One, by ensuring that I reach my income goals, and two, staying within this budget, girl, okay? So that is it for our February setup. We are ready to go. The next video, I will be setting up my first paycheck in February and the cash envelope breakdown. So make sure you definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss that. And I will link the videos below of me closing out January and counting my sinking funds. So if you haven't done so already, girl, go ahead, subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Later.